Hello everyone, the Notorious LOB here, and today I want to talk about an iMac. Well, my iMac that hasn't in. Let me just tell you the story real quick. So back in early January 2023, new year, and I decided to get myself a iMac desktop, 27-inch, late 2015, 32 gig RAM. It was beautiful, and when it finally arrived, I was so happy, excited. I was on that computer all day, worked beautifully, no problems, no nothing. Everything was on point. And for the first 6 to 7 months, I didn't have any issues with it. I did all my editing on it, all the projects I was doing, I did. It was so good, and it was so fast and sleek. Handled all my 4K footage like it was nothing. I guess that was because of the 32 gigs of RAM that was on the computer, and it was perfect. It was well spent $750. I know what you're thinking, $750, but it was a 2015, damn it, so it didn't bother me. As long as it worked, it was fine. You know how I am. I've explained it on my videos many times that I don't mind getting older gear as long as it works. So after about good 7 months, that's when the problem started. It was small. Well, it wasn't small. It was it was a big problem. What can I say? All of a sudden, my computer just shuts off in the middle of an editing one of my projects. I was like, I didn't know what was happening. I thought, something just ping, just like that. And I turned it back on, and everything seemed fine, and I had no issues. But it kept doing that, gradually over and over again. It went from once in a while to a few times, every few times. And it was really getting to the point where it wouldn't work. Like, it would turn on, thankfully, but then the power would just shut off. And it was aggravating. I didn't know what to do. So like anyone, I scoured the internet. I went on YouTube tutorials, anything I could find to see what was going on with my computer. I did all the tricks that I was told, did diagnostics, everything, and by the looks of it, everything looks fine, but it keeps shutting off. I was assuming that maybe it was DaVinci that was giving me the issue. I do work on DaVinci a lot. I've pretty much forsaken and forgotten Adobe and mostly worked on DaVinci. And I thought that was the problem because every time I was working on DaVinci, it would shut off. I remember a few times when I was trying to edit a project, every time I click, it shut off just like that. Click, click, click. I'm like, what was happening here? And even when I wasn't on DaVinci, it was shut off. So even when I was just working, not even working, I'm just surfing the internet, just regular stuff like everyone does, it would shut off as well. My anxiety was at an all-time high. So anyway, I got to the point where I had no choice, and I kind of had to call experts to see what was happening. I took it to an IT person at my job to see what was happening. I told him what was going on. Originally, I was told it was maybe a heating issue, but again, it doesn't make any sense because it worked for about 7 months with no problems. So if that was a heating issue, would it already done something? I don't know, but he did try to fix it a little bit. He took out my 4 terabyte hard drive that was installed in the computer and replaced it with SSD to make it run more efficient, run faster, better. And after he finished, we did a little work on it and everything seemed fine. Then I returned it. Then I brought it back home. Mind you, I can't just bring this on a train, so I had to be taking Ubers and Lyfts every time going back and forth when I had this computer because it was too dangerous. So I brought it back home just a couple of days ago. I brought it back home and everything looked fine. And then after I was putting it through its paces, I downloaded all my stuff and had my hard drives hooked up to it and everything. It looked fine, but then, boom, it did it again. It did it 3 more times. So what do you think I did? I brought that shit right back to the IT person. I told them, we gotta do something else. This doesn't work. So I went back to my job. That's where my IT person was, and I brought it back. And I said, no, this is not working. And I was at my job just yesterday. I thought maybe changing up the outlet, maybe a power cord would work. Nothing changed. It was still the same old thing. It still shuts off. Now, I've also been told that it may be a power supply issue. I hope it's not, because that means I gotta spend more money, and then he has to take it out, break it apart again, and put that in. And I'm not even sure if that's the case. It could be faulty wiring. But either way, if nothing gets done, then chances are I may have to get another one, which unfortunately I don't have no money for. So most likely I have to do my edits at my job. Thankfully, they have computers and have DaVinci, but it really sucks. The whole point of having a computer in your home is to be able to do it when you wish. You can get up in the morning, have your coffee. Like, I like to have my cup of coffee in the morning, and just do whatever, and be able to just sit down and fully concentrate with no one bothering me. Unlike at my job, where people have a limited amount of time on these computers, there is no limit for me when I'm at home. I could work on it day and night. I could work on it when when it's late at night. That's the convenience of having your own computer. You could do it whenever you desire. And I feel like that was $700 to $800 lost, because that was an investment that I can't keep doing all the time. And it sucks that I lost that type of money, or I have to spend more money to fix it. But it's getting to the point where maybe it's not worth it, but I'm gonna keep trying to see if everything goes right, but we'll see what happens. Look, I'm not saying you have to be a cheapskate. You have to go, you have to spend what's in your means, and I thought this would help. I still have my laptop from 9 years ago, still works fine. I used to edit all my videos on there, but the whole purpose of getting a desktop was not to edit on that laptop, because it was very slow and it was sluggish, and it just didn't inspire me to want to edit. Having a 27-inch screen where you can see everything is fast. I used to edit my videos within a day, and boom, I was done. But now it's like I have to travel to work, sometimes mostly on my days off, to edit, and it sucks. Even with this video right now, I have to travel to my job on my day off to edit this video, and it sucks. But anyway, that's just me ranting. Just for future references, just make sure the computer is on point. iMac has a history of shutting off on you at times. I have never heard this before, because again, I had my laptop for 9 years and has never done any of the things that my desktop has been doing, and I put it through the ringer, and it still works fine. So yeah, just let you know, just be careful. For anyone who's getting an iMac, that is a possibility, especially if you're getting an older one. So just watch out for that, just from my experience. Also, I want to say thank you for the views that I had on the Black Magic episode. I was just shocked. I didn't expect that to blow up the way it did. But again, I want to thank you very much for that. It's really appreciative. And also just reminds me there are people out there that love Black Magic and want Black Magic to succeed and do well. And I'll give you an update soon on where these certain projects are going in the upcoming, and whenever it comes through. It's starting to, but I'll give you an update on that. Anyway, thanks guys. Hope you have a great day. Peace out. Hey, what's up everyone? The Notorious LOB here. If you see my eyes, drowsy a little bit, it's because, it's pretty much 1 o'clock in the morning. and I just wanted to give you a quick update of the last video that I just had. So what happened was that once we figured it out, it was pretty much a power supply issue. I went out, bought a power supply on Amazon, got the right power supply for the specific type of computer. That's very important. If you get the wrong one, it may not work. Then my IT guy installed it, and I haven't had any problems since then. And I brought it back from my job a couple of days ago, and seems to be no issues for now anyway. I still have a lot of anxiety. As a matter of fact, I'm actually editing the video that you just saw. So I'm just gonna take a quick look and see, but I'm just gonna put my hand in front of the lens so you don't see my house, because I'm working in the living room. Don't need y'all to see all my business, but I'll take a look. So as you can see, things are fine. For the most part, it's fine, so I'm not scared. So anyway, that's all I want to say, and have a good night.